What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody. So now that the Acolyte is in the rear view mirror, thankfully, all right, it had a lot of fun with the Acolyte, but yo, we want some good Star Wars. It was painful to watch this trash week in and week out. But now that it's in the rearview mirror, folks are wondering what's next for the dumpster fire that is Lucasfilm and Disney Star Wars. What's the next thing they're about to drop $180 million on and probably not get a return on their investment? Well, it looks like we got the Skeleton Crew coming up. So Star Wars Theory posted this up on X. A new poster for the Skeleton Crew coming out this year, giving me the Goonies vibes. No clue what it's really about. Hope it's as fun as the Goonies, though. Thoughts. All right, so here's my thoughts. And you can see the poster right here for the Skeleton Crew. You got yourself your standard droid. All right, you got some diversity, equity, inclusion working over here. You got your little elephant alien creatures, right? And then you got some girl with some weird crap on her head. Looks like Geordi from Star Trek. And then you got some skulls. Okay, I think this is the Goonies vibe right here. These skulls that are sitting here. And then you got this distant, shot of a man walking with 4 kids in the line. Definitely has some feelings of the Goonies. If you guys remember what the Goonies poster looked like. Yeah, it definitely has some of those same elements. Obviously, the kids, you got a skeleton skull right here, and they're on an adventure, And look, kids on an adventure back in the 80s, that was our thing. There was nothing but kids on an adventure movies coming out constantly, right? You had the Goonies, obviously. You had Stand By Me. What else? Flight of the Navigator, Never Ending Story, The Monster Squad. Guys, remember The Monster Squad? Great kids on an adventures movie, Adventures in Babysitting. Tons and tons and tons of movies like this came out during the 80s, and we loved it, and those we look back on fondly. So in a way, I'm like, okay, if they can figure out how to capture the feelings of the Goonies, like Theory says, hope it's as fun as the Goonies. Yeah, have fun with the story. Because look, we have been having no fun lately in Star Wars. When it comes to Mando Season 3, no fun. Ahsoka, no fun. The Acolyte, definitely no fun. There's been nothing but just dreary boredom, not having a good time. And then the stories aren't even well written. Like, a lot of people say Andor is Anbor, but at least Andor is well written and you can follow a cohesive story from beginning to end. And you kind of get a feeling of, okay, they put some time and intention and care into the story and into the characters. And that's not what we've been getting from Star Wars. So when it comes to this, if it's fun, I'm all in. I'm all in. Now, what are my hopes for this? I'm actually kind of not as negative on this as I initially was. And here's why. Yeah, this is on MovieWeb. Star Wars Skeleton Crew's Oscar-nominated director on why fans should be excited for the series. Okay, and then who's the director that they're talking about? Director Lee Isaac Chung gives his seal of approval to Disney Plus series Skeleton Crew in upcoming interview with Inside Total Film. The show, starring Jude Law, set in the Star Wars universe, aims to attract families with its coming-of-age adventure story. An impressive roster of directors, including Chung, are helming episodes for the show with emphasis on a childlike perspective. Now, this is the key piece, you guys. This guy right here, Lee Isaac Chung. All right. He's been making some noise this weekend because of what? Twisters. And you guys will remember in Twisters, what did he come out and say, right? Director Lee Isaac Chung didn't want Twisters to be preaching about climate change. I just don't feel like films are meant to be message oriented. So what it sounds like this thing is, hey, it's a family adventure, all right? According to him, it's going to be a family coming of age adventure. Something for the family, something that Disney actually used to do very well, all right, before they just fell all the way off the map. This guy is coming out and saying this, and he's already shown us the receipts with Twister that, I'm not really about all of that messaging stuff. And that's what we've been getting in Star Wars lately, right? We've been getting a whole lot of message this, message that. Queer space witches, right? From the Acolyte. That's what we've been getting from Star Wars lately. A whole lot of activism. A whole lot of message and agenda. Let's push DEI, blah, blah, blah. See yourself in these characters. We just got through talking about that with Manny Jacinto. Oh, now people can see themselves. We're going to have all of these people loving Star Wars because they finally saw an Asian guy. And it's like, what the hell are y'all talking about? But see, this is what Star Wars has become. But this guy, right, this Lee Isaac Chung guy, he's saying, no. Family, coming of age adventure. That's what we're doing over here with the Skeleton Crew. Okay, let's see what you got. Let's see what y'all doing with it. And again, he says, hey, look, I'm not all about that messaging bullshit. I'm not trying to push a message or an agenda. I'm here for the story. All right. Films are not meant to be message oriented. Yes, thank you. We've been waiting for somebody to come out and say this, especially somebody that's working in Star Wars, because it seems like that's exactly what Star Wars is all about. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's look at some of the other thoughts from folks on Theory's thread. Endymion says, it's going to be a kid's show, so I don't expect it to be amazing or anything, and I likely won't watch it because Acolyte made me hate Star Wars. See, that's the thing, man. The Acolyte had this effect on a lot of Star Wars fans where like, I'm not rocking with anything that's related to Star Wars. If you were on the fence of maybe I should watch the Star Wars show, maybe I shouldn't, the Acolyte probably sent you in the wrong direction. All right, they said, nah, I'm done. Star Wars looks like it's been taken over by woke activists that don't want to tell stories, that just want to preach messages, so I'm out. I get it, okay? I am not mad at them at all, but like I said, for me, when I see that one of the directors that has come out and spoken against all of this messaging bullshit and agenda and all that, when this guy is working on the project and he's saying it's just about families, yeah, okay, I'm all in. I'm all in, straight up. Drick's perspective, don't know what to expect, but we're at the bottom, so here's to improvement. Hey, it can't go anywhere but up at this point, all right? Where are the boys? Yeah, I think it's going to be like, I think it's like one boy in there, at least as far as I can tell. The Acolyte fans won't like this because they can't ship the elephant. You can't put no elephant with somebody, right? Who knows what they're going to try to do, Nicholas Light? They might absolutely try to do that, all right? No whites allowed. I don't know if there's going to be white people or black people or whatever people is in this thing. All right, Jude Law's, wait a minute, Jude Law, right? Jude Law is in this thing, right? We just saw that, all right? So Jude Law is the main character, absolute total white dude, all right? So, yeah, I think we're going to have some across-the-board representation. Not that I care, but, yeah, I think that's what we're going to see. I was curious as to what his quotes were, because I'm pretty sure he said, yeah, here he goes. Show is described as a coming-of-age adventure with a group of children at the core of the story. Chung hopes the series attracts families to follow the story, something the newer, more mature Star Wars hasn't done in a while. It doesn't even really have anything to do with mature either, right? Yeah, it's more mature, but it's just garbage, all right? What I hope is that it's really going to touch families, and families are going to want to spend a lot of time with the show. They need to bring younger kids in, you know? They really do need to bring, there was another quote here. Okay, look, I can't wait for people to see this thing. It's got a lot of John Watts in it, and anyone who's a fan of what John Watts does, he's very childlike in a beautiful way, in the way that he tells stories and how he captures a childlike perspective in things. He brings that beautiful perspective to this story of young people in the Star Wars universe. Again, I think this is going to work if there's no agenda and it's fun. No agenda, fun. That's it. That's all they need. Honestly, that's all Star Wars really is anyway. No agenda and fun. So as long as he can do that, I don't care about the childlike perspective and all of that kind of stuff. That's fine. But you have to make it fun for everybody. Fun for me, fun for kids, fun for everybody. And then if that's the case, hey, we're going to have a great show. It's going to be a lot of fun. People are going to rock with it. People will tell other people about it and say, yo, Star Wars actually had some fun for a change. So, yeah, we'll see if this Skeleton Crew situation, right, turns out to be, like, really interesting. I'll be interested, again, to see what they're going to do with it. Is it going to be fun? Is it going to return us to form when it comes to the Star Wars universe? That's the question you always got to ask anytime you're dealing with this stuff. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Are you guys thinking that Lee Isaac Chung, based on how he did Twister and his comments on Twister, is that going to make any difference when it comes to John Watts, Jon Favreau, this show, The Skeleton Crew? You know, it just makes you wonder, like, if this guy really believes that, would he even work on a show that was all about agenda and all about some sort of a message, DEI, whatever? Would he even work on a show that was pushing that agenda? It sounds like he probably wouldn't. He wouldn't be about that life. And so it gives me some hope, okay? And the rebellions are built on hope. You guys let me know what y'all think. Jump down on the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.